welcome back to the channel. And so I think they'll go up in a different order. I think I'll put the Christmas out. I don't know. I have no idea why we're here. The long and short of it goes this way. I was at work. They pump in repetitive music all the time. All of a sudden this came on, and I have to believe that I don't know what it was, but I was like, wow. This song's absolutely wonderful. And I can't get it out of my head. So I highly recommend checking out the original link, reading the comments. Miss Gibson gets a lot of respect and love over all these years, and it turns out she was a hard-working artist from a young age. And I think the world would have been better off with more of this and less of the other side of pop music. It also makes me long for the 80s, and I think outside of the ozone-depleting Aquanet use, yeah, I was blessed. I graduated the year this came out. So, I mean, I think of my honey and the color-coordinated socks and collar outfits. And I'm just like, takes me back. And catchy. I didn't realize how catchy it was. I didn't know it was Debbie Gibson. I had to look it up. But I remembered the tune. And that's why we're here. Okay. I don't know. But for some reason, all the stars aligned, and I got to admit, this song is amazingly good. That's it. I think any of these other artists, song is amazing, and I literally have not been able to get it out of my head for 2 days. And I think this is fantastic stuff. And I learned enough about Miss Gibson and her the beginning of her career that I will just say it's a lot more wholesome than a lot of stuff that was coming out at this time. And good for her. Good for her work ethic, everything that I read. I wouldn't have given this a second listen back in the day. This would have been turn the channel for Roland back in when he was young. 87, I was listening to Celtic Frost, Slayer, Overkill, Metallica, all of that, right? DRI, Manowar, all this stuff. Everything you see, most of that is from 85, 86, 87, those years. Prior, right around there. Not everything, but you know what I'm saying? So I was nowhere able to consume pop music as a viable art form in the 80s. And that's okay, because instead of it being overplayed, worn out, or erased by some Illuminati artist who was more endorsed. I heard this and I'm like, wow, I'm adding a pop song to my playlist. It is weird, but I'm just doing it. And yeah. Now I'll say this. I could do a 20-minute reactions, rants, and rabbit holes on this one image I don't care for. That's all. I'm just saying. Especially if you apply it to other stuff in this world. Didn't care for that shot. But the purple socks and collar really made my entire... that looks like the year I graduated. I think I liked 80s fashion. I think I'm a sucker for all that. I missed you. Couldn't see how much it meant. Now I see my world come tumbling down. Now I see the road is bent. If I only once could hold you and remember how it used to be. If only I could scold you. And we'll go out with that. It's the chorus. It's the chorus. It is so catchy. It is such a great chorus. And if I read this correctly, youngest artist to write, produce, and top on the charts. Very impressive. And like I said, I think it's put it up to next to other pop music of the day. And it's very wholesome still. I think there's things in the video that don't stand the test of time and could easily go off on that and don't think it's worth it. I think, as weird as this is, because I mean, I did a pirate reaction today and everything. Christmas music making me a little emotional and all this stuff. And to have to admit, I mean, no kidding. This is like the 8th time I watched this today. Because I heard the song the other day, but I didn't bring it up. And Ange thinks I'm crazy. She's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't get it out of my head. I think this chorus is... And you know, on a side note, I've said this on the other channel. If I was in a position to do this, I'd produce a little side action band, I'd hire it all out. I'd just produce it and do Prince metal covers. It doesn't matter what my playlist would be, but I could see this turned into a kind of a rock and metal tune too, with a different backbeat. So it's the chorus. The chorus is amazing. All right, let's finish. best comment down there. Someone was able, she was able to write a great love song before she knew what the whole thing was about, kind of deal. When you look at when it looks like she wrote these songs. So good for her. And the lyrical content doesn't escape me, right? Because it's all just in my dreams and from the age group and dreaming of being allowed to live in a time where she could dream of your first loves instead of having that shoved down your throat when you're in kindergarten. No, I very much respect and will actually listen to this song in the real world. I think it's wonderful. Okay, and I hope this actually works. I would hate to have to re-record it with a screen, and then I would have to go off on the parts that I don't think stood the test of time. And I think it's well worth. I think that song is wonderful. I think that song stands the test of time. That is a great little song. That is catchy, wonderful, and wow, I can't believe it. I have been waiting all day to get this out of my system, and I enjoyed it as much this time as I did the first time I listened to it this morning. Debbie Gibson, Only in My Dreams. I'll be damned if I don't think that song is wonderful. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to try to do this all again later tonight and double down for the day off. So hopefully we'll do this all again later tonight. So till then, take care. If not, we'll see you in the morning. But either way, there was quite a bit of stuff to take in. So what an adventure today. Fun. Take care.